Hello guys.
Hi.
We're here fishing with my mum. Some of you guys, okay, now everyone's coming in. Hello guys. Some of you might know her from my video where I taught her Minecraft, but today we are teaching her to fish. You've never fished before, right?
No, this is another first for me.
Another first. So yeah, I guess like we just should get into it.
I thought we could have a little theme.
What's the
George
theme?
teaching me to do things.
I don't know, what, maybe there'll be something else I can teach you. I don't know. Did you travel to the UK or did she come here? She's here, this is Florida. That's why it's really hot and I'm sweating already. And we've been here not that long. Something I haven't told you.
I'm a bit sweaty,
which
sorry.
I was scared you would notice, but you never said anything about it. Is I brought myself a different rod. I don't want to use my rod.
Oh, I didn't notice.
You didn't notice?
What, not that, this one?
No, so I have this secret rod that I found the other day.
Well, that's tiny. I did notice that, but I thought it was like a toy.
It's a Minecraft kids fishing rod with a little fish.
That's
on
cute.
the end. And I kind of want to try catch a fish. I kind of want to make a competition.
Okay.
To see who can catch a fish first. You with a good setup versus me with a $10 Minecraft fish rod.
I actually just thought it was a toy. Okay.
Because this is like, I don't know, $200 setup. And this is like $10. So we'll see what the difference is. Maybe.
But you're going to put a fish.
I can't catch a fish with a Minecraft fish.
No.
Can we have stories from MumNotFound?
Oh.
Do you have any stories that are appropriate to share?
I've got many. Oh, hang on a minute. Something's
I don't think that's a fish.
Okay.
I think it might be seaweed. Because unless you feel it kind of vibrating.
Oh yeah, there's no vibrating. I have to think of something that's appropriate.
What about something when I was younger?
So George actually...
Wait.
You caught something?
I had something. Yeah, look, I have no worm anymore.
Oh.
It took my worm. Okay, go on. What's your story?
I was going to say that George actually started his fishing career when he was quite young. Just briefly. He had a friend at school who...
No names.
No names.
No names.
He had a friend at school whose dad used to like fishing and took them fishing. And then we had a guy who lived in our road who was also really into fishing. And took
no names.
No, and took George fishing. I mean, not loads of times, but
I feel like I went like twice or something, or 3 times.
No, I think it was a bit more.
Okay, so I started my. How old do you think I was when I did that?
Well, you must have been quite young because the school that I'm thinking
no names.
of. No names.
I'm just keep warning you.
The school that you were at. Oh, I've gone too high. Only went till you were 7.
Hang on.
Whoop.
There.
So yeah, you must have been quite young.
Okay.
Is this open now or closed?
Closed.
So I open it to throw.
Open it.
To cast it.
Cast it, yes. So I was probably like 7 or 8 when my fishing journey started.
Yes.
But then I don't think I ever touched it again.
You had a fishing rod, didn't you? You had a sort of a fishing, not a fancy one, but you did have a fishing rod, I seem to remember.
I don't remember, to be honest.
I think so.
Has MumNotFound met Patches? She has.
I have. She's very sweet. Very sweet. I have a cat at home.
No names.
No names. But I love cats and dogs and all animals. That's why I'm a bit freaked by the worm thing.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, like, when I first started fishing, I really didn't like the worms either. Who's your favourite cat out of Patches, Milo and Naomi?
Can I say?
This is a political answer here.
It's gone again. What can I say? I think Milo's really naughty. He's very mischievous and he's always up to nothing, doing naughty things. Patches is sweeter, I would say. But they're all sweet. They're all really sweet.
Okay. If you had to take one home with you, who would it be?
I think Patches.
Patches? Okay.
I feel a bit sorry for her as well. I think the other two, she's not so keen on the other two.
Yeah.
Like she could escape.
They haven't quite settled into being a family together yet.
No. But it does take time. It took time when we got our cat.
Yeah.
Do you remember?
Yeah. It took like a year.
Yeah, it took a long time.
Someone said, funniest childhood memory of me. Was there anything funny that I did?
Oh, God. What can I talk about? It's safe.
I had to warn her, guys, before not to start giving out all of our personal information and stuff, so she might be overthinking things. But I mean,
can I talk about this sleeping thing?
What sleeping
the talking
thing?
and walking?
Yeah.
George, hang on, let me get this out there. So I open it to throw, yeah?
Yeah. Kind of scared what you were going to say, but I think
no,
okay.
I was just saying. Oh, I know. Yeah, George. In fact, I do it and did it. I don't do it so much now, but we have a history in the family of talking and sleepwalking and doing crazy stuff. And George one time left the house in the middle of the night in his sleep and didn't know. And actually, it's so weird when people are talking in their sleep because they seem so awake.
Yeah.
Eyes open and seem like they know what they're doing. So it's quite freaky.
Yeah. No, I actually kind of, for a while now, I mean, I've already told you this, but I'll tell the stream. For a while now, I've wanted to put like a night vision camera in my room and just record every single night. Oh my God, there was a fish.
Oh.
Did it take my worm? No, it didn't. It's still there.
So I think I'm going to come in a bit. I am in, actually. I'm going to see if I can see where my...
Oh my God, again. I can't catch it though. It keeps like just grabbing it for a second.
It's probably not near the hook.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought about kind of recording with a night vision camera every night that I sleep, because I feel like I could make a funny video of just all my weird things that I do in my sleep.
Oh, definitely.
But people would probably just think it's fake, so I don't know.
No.
They're like, oh, he was awake, but that was kind of the one thing that kind of was holding me back from doing that before.
No, but it is real.
It's real.
Vouch for it.
MumNotFound has confirmed.
Definitely. And I used to do it. Do you remember you made me? We used to record.
Oh, look, there's a
ourselves.
turtle. That little head.
Wow. That's so sweet.
Oh look, there's a fish. Wait, you see it bobbing? It's moving slightly.
Oh yeah, you got what? That is a fish.
What
Did
was
you
that?
get it? No, you're nowhere near. Yeah, do you remember we had this app?
Yeah, there was an app that we had on our phone that like...
We used to record ourselves.
It would, you just like turn it on when you go to sleep, and anytime you speak, it would like record when you speak.
And you could listen back in the morning. We had such fun listening to those.
Yeah, we had a lot of memes, inside jokes that we had.
Yeah, so you made them. I used to do it a lot. And then we had these little sayings that we'd always say, the things that we'd said in our sleep. And you made me a mug with some of my famous ones.
Your famous lines.
I still got it, yeah.
How did your mum think about your screaming during streams and recordings?
Well, I didn't like it because it used to wake me up.
That was part of the reason I moved out.
Yeah.
But not because you made me move out.
No, I didn't. I didn't want him to move out. It used to wake me up because he was always doing it in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
And I'm quite a light sleeper, so I used to hear it.
Yeah. There were a lot of times where I would be screaming at like 4 a.m.
Yes. Oh my God.
But I didn't have a choice. I had to do it. I had to do it. You don't understand. I had to scream at 4 a.m.
And then he moved out, and then whoever his neighbours were had the pleasure. I was sad to see him go, but I was happy to get a good night's sleep.
What's the craziest thing you've done sleeping? Well, mine was probably leaving the house.
Leaving the house.
Do you have a craziest thing?
And I remember you went to stay with a friend.
Oh my God, yeah. I used to sleepwalk at his house all the time.
Yeah.
And they had an alarm on the house, and I would set the alarm off and wake the entire family up every time. And they actually
oh God, that was rubbish.
They used to put a laundry basket in front of the room they eventually had to do that, so that when I would sleepwalk out of the room, I would like fall over the laundry basket and it would wake me up, so I wouldn't wake the entire house up. Was George a well-behaved child?
Variable, I would say. Mostly, yeah, no, pretty good.
What do you mean by variable?
Well, he used to drive me crazy because he was always on his PlayStation.
Always playing those damn games. Look where it will never take you anywhere.
And he never did his homework because he was always watching stuff, and I had to hide his. I used to hide his keyboard.
Oh, that's when I had a. Oh, I thought I had a fish for a second. Yeah, like I I had my PC, and the only way that you could stop me from using it was just taking my keyboard away.
I used to hide it.
But I don't know if you know this. You took away one time you took away my mouse.
Yes.
And because I guess it was easier than the keyboard. And I don't know if you actually know this, but I just went to a store nearby and just bought another one.
Oh no, I didn't.
And I had
know
a
that.
secret mouse.
Oh my god, are you joking?
No. Oh yeah, what were your thoughts of me moving to Florida?
Oh wow. I knew it was something that he'd really wanted to do, and I was preparing, but then we had COVID, which was sort of gave me a reprieve.
Because yeah, I actually wanted to do it around 2020.
Yeah.
I was gonna go, and then COVID happened.
Yeah, but actually I suppose I sort of didn't really believe it was going to happen, actually, initially. I thought it was just a lot of talk. And then when it actually was happening, it was like, oh. Yeah, and it's been, how long have you been here? Like 3 years?
No.
For 2
2.5 years.
Oh, 2.5.
Well, actually, I guess, wait. I came here 2020. Yeah, I came 2023 October.
Oh,
now
23.
Wait.
No, it wasn't 23.
Oh, no, 2022.
22.
Wait, 22?
So it's coming up for 3 years.
It's coming up, yeah, it's coming up on 3 years.
Yeah, 3 years. Sorry, not 4 years. 3 years. So, yeah, it's a long time.
Yeah, 2022. So it's been like 2.5 years. Or more, a little bit more than 2.5.
But at least you've been home to visit a few times.
Yeah.
And I get to come here, which is really nice.
Yeah. Did you think it was weird for me to move in with online friends, especially someone he hadn't even seen the face of?
Very weird. I was really anxious about that.
What do you think they were going to kill me?
Well, I just thought, how do you know you're going to get on? It's a long way to come. I mean, he literally packed up everything and left with everything. And
not everything.
Well, no.
But like basically everything.
Most things, yeah, no, most things. So yeah, it wasn't a risk. I don't think I would do that. Well, I definitely wouldn't. Definitely not.
Well, I feel like it's a different time now where I think a lot of people have online friends. But
well, it's worked out.
Obviously, there's a bit of a risk. You don't know. You've never well, I guess I'd met Sapnap, but I hadn't met Dream.
Yeah, I met Sapnap, didn't I?
Yeah.
When he was in England.
You did.
But still, it doesn't mean you're going to get on. It's quite hard. I remember when I was young, and I moved away from home and moved in with people, everyone got on my nerves. So I found it really hard. So 2.5 years, nearly 3 years, they've done well. They're still all friends.
More teenage stories. I feel like I wasn't a very interesting teenager. In terms of stories.
No, you had phases of things.
Like
I
what?
think like when you were little, you were really into gymnastics.
Wait.
Have you got one?
I have something. I think it's just seaweed.
Do you remember you were really into gymnastics?
Hang on. What is this? Oh my god, what do I have?
What is it?
It's got to be seaweed. What is that? Oh my god, what is that?
It's seaweed.
It's
a great
huge.
big
Oh my
lump.
god.
Oh my god, it's huge.
I thought it was like a
It looked
mushroom.
like a
Oh my
eel.
god.
Careful because it's gonna weigh down the whole rod.
Guys, I caught the biggest piece of seaweed ever. Ew, it's dripping on me. Ew.
Do you want me to help you?
Hang on.
I think you need 2 hands for that.
I got one piece. Another piece.
Oh, well done. You've done it.
I probably shouldn't drop it right here because now you're going to catch it.
I'm going to move over a bit.
Hang on, I'm going to throw it over this side.
Careful with that worm.
Oh, cool.
No.
It went all over my tripod bag.
Hang
That's
on,
nice.
let me hold that.
Oh, that's not nice.
That was not a good idea.
All over my
I'm
nice
stuck.
tripod
My clothes
bag.
are all stuck to me. It's really hot.
It's all muddy and disgusting.
Oh, George.
Okay, it's fine.
It'll clean up.
It's fine.
I
It
can
will be
see the
fine,
worm.
guys. No. That was like the heaviest piece of seaweed I've ever caught. W. Oh no, watch out. Worm dropped
Careful.
on the floor.
Yeah, you were into gymnastics.
Yeah, that was when I was like a lot younger.
Yeah,
right?
very small. But you were good at it. You were good. You were very
How did that
quite
even
acrobatic.
happen? Maybe it's a thing at school or something.
It was like a club.
Oh.
A school, yeah, and you were in competitions. And then you also
I lost my
got
one.
really
Cool.
into
Wait, did
martial arts, and you did
yeah.
really well with that. And then you were in competition for that too.
Yeah.
Tang Soo Do.
Yeah.
And you were really into tennis
Yeah.
when you were probably, I don't know, how old were you? When you must have been about 10, 12. You were really sporty.
What happened?
I don't know. You used to play football. We had a neighbour whose dad ran a football team, and they were like really competitive. And so George was in the team, but I don't know if he was happy with him all the time. And so
I wasn't good enough.
he was so competitive. They're very competitive neighbours. And they took him bowling, and like when he was like little, and you know, when you go bowling, you can put the sides up to help children, so it doesn't go in the edge, but they weren't allowed the sides up.
Oh, really? I don't remember.
No, you had to have the sides down. It was all very competitive. And you were like, yeah, cricket you used to play. I used to come and watch all the games, rugby in the winter, tennis, yeah, we said tennis, football, what else?
Yeah, I guess I did a lot of sport, and a lot of sport like competitively.
Yeah, you did. You were good.
And that probably explains why, like, in terms of like games, the games that I would always play are games that are like competitive. Like Counter-Strike has like a competitive. I played Rocket League. I would basically only play the games that had like a ranking system or some kind of like competitive factor, like Minecraft, Hunger Games. It was very competitive, and I guess that's probably why.
Yeah. You used to be really good, and you were really keen on all of that, and that all sort of ended. I don't know why it ended, but
They're all saying rugby.
yeah, rugby.
I don't think they can. I don't think they see me as a rugby player.
Well, when he was younger, all the boys were similar size, I guess, and so it didn't matter.
I was good.
Yeah, you were like in the A and the B teams.
I was good.
He was a fast runner.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I remember at Sports Day when he was like, when you were at that school, you left there at 7, so you must have been between 5 and 7. At Sports Day, you used to win all the running races. And like, I remember going to one race, and they did the whistle or gun or whatever they did to start the race, and you were like standing like waving and didn't even get going until like a few seconds after the others, and you still won the race. You were a really fast runner.
So I was just saying, they're like go, and I'm just like waving. I'm like,
yeah.
and you were like go, and I turned around, and I ran, and I still won.
Yeah,
I'm
you
the GOAT.
did.
I'm like, I'm Usain Bolt. I'm
Yeah, he
Usain
was really fast as a little boy. Then it all sort of changed.
Then I'm just disgusting and trash at everything.
No, you just don't play the games anymore.
Yeah.
So now
that is a weird switch, that I was so kind of active, and then I wasn't.
Yeah, you became really sedentary. That's when you got into all your gaming and didn't move, and it upset me that you didn't leave your bedroom for days.
Well, I guess it kind of worked out.
Yeah, it worked out. I tell George's story to everybody who his success story, that I used to get so upset about him being in his room on his computer.
I guess like a majority of parents who are like, oh yeah, don't go on your computer, it's like, it makes sense. But then I guess I kind of got lucky, and then it made sense.
Yeah.
So that it was good that I was on my computer for so long.
Yeah, it worked out in the end, but don't think it's a reason, an excuse for you all to do it.
Yeah.
Your studies are important.
Yeah.
He did really well though with his studies, so he did both.
Yeah. How did he find out that I was colorblind?
Oh, actually, it was. Oh, what was that over there? I just saw something. You didn't see it. Something jumped out of the water. I don't know what it was. It was when he was at nursery, so he was only young.
That's
he was,
for Americans, kindergarten.
yeah, like at age 2, or even a bit less. I remember turning up one day, and they came over and said that they thought he was colourblind, and then so I started sort of testing it, And sure enough, he was colourblind. But I sort of wasn't like super surprised because we have it in the family, and I think it's hereditary, like with boys.
Yeah,
so
it's actually a lot more common than I think people realize. I think it's either 1 in 8 or 1 in 12 men are colorblind. And I think girls are a lot less common. I think it's like 1% or 2% or something.
Yeah.
But like, it's like, it's about 10% of men are colorblind. It's pretty common.
Is it that high? I didn't realise it was that high.
It's actually really common.
Yeah, and he's really bad. Really bad. I remember you saying, because George used to love The Simpsons. We used to I used to watch The Simpsons like every day after school.
6 p.m. Channel 4.
Crazy about The Simpsons. And then one day he said, "Oh, I always thought The Simpsons were green, but they're yellow," and he hadn't realised. And for all the time he was watching, he thought they were green.
No, I guess even just now when you were saying that, I still don't really know what color The Simpsons were. I was like, are they green or yellow? I don't really know. That specific color of yellow.
Yeah,
it's very hard for me.
Well, it is, isn't it? Oh, I think my feet are burning. I don't know if I put cream on them. My feet are really sweaty.
Do you want some spray?
Yes, please. Thank you.
That's sun cream, I think.
Vacation spray.
Yeah, we're on vacation. Yeah, I don't know. For me, that kind of yellow essentially looks like dream green to me. Whatever, like dreams green, that looks like Simpsons to me. So I don't know. Does she like Dream?
Well, I've only really just met him, but yeah, he seems really nice. I can't really say otherwise, can I?
Well, yeah, you can't really say no, to be honest.
No, I think he's awful.
Even if you did think he was awful, you can't really say
No. He's really nice. I've always watched a lot of his videos, so I feel like I knew him.
Yeah,
anyway.
MumNotFound is a bit of a stan. You see a lot of you get a lot of my content and our content on your like feeds, don't you?
Yeah.
So you see a lot of Dream and a lot of Samnap and stuff, and
so I'm like a big fan, and I waste so much time watching. Not waste, that's the wrong word. I spend
wasting, excuse me.
No, I spend a lot of time watching. I'm George's biggest fan, obviously. Obviously.
Okay, yeah, what do you think about Samnap then? Have you actually seen Samnap?
Yeah.
Because I don't think I saw you have.
Yeah.
Because I haven't seen you with Sam. Oh, you mean? Oh yeah, we've seen him in England, but have you seen him here?
I've seen him here. Yeah. I haven't seen him a lot.
I don't think I was even with you. Have you seen?
No,
him?
you weren't. I saw him the other night.
Oh.
Or morning. I can't remember. I have seen him. Yeah, I have seen him.
Do you have any stories about my school? I kind of want to get them from your perspective, because I mean, I can tell my stories whenever, but you're only here now.
So we were talking about a few of the activities that you did.
Do you have any, I don't know, anytime school was mad at me or something?
Oh, yeah.
Assuming I wasn't too bad, if we don't want to incriminate myself.
No, there wasn't anything really bad. I mean, the school that you went to, they were really particular about all sorts of things.
No names.
No names. I wasn't going to say any name. But I think school in England is quite, what's the word? Strict and traditional.
They're very proper.
It was quite proper and traditional, and I thought it was all a bit ridiculous. So, you know, they would say specifically about what kind of shoes you had to wear.
I got in trouble for shoes.
Yeah, you got in trouble for shoes, and I just said, I don't care. You know, because I think you had to wear shoes with laces, and I bought him Velcro, and they made such a fuss about it. And I said, I'm not buying another pair of shoes.
Yeah,
you know, what's the big deal?
If you want him to have laces, you pay for them.
Yeah, what's the big deal? And they had to. Oh, George kept losing his blazer. And
that's a jacket. Like a school uniform
jacket.
So I think in America people don't really have uniforms, but in England it's very common.
Yeah, and you had to wear it every day, and they were
even if it was boiling hot.
Yeah.
Even in like this heat, we would have to wear the stupid jacket.
And I just thought it was so stupid.
It is.
And they were really expensive as well. So, you know, he used to lose it quite often. He was a little forgetful about things. And
how do you lose a whole jacket? I don't know how I don't remember losing.
Well, everyone had the same jacket. So But you had to...
Maybe someone else lost theirs and they just took mine.
No, because I
They
sewed
stole
your
it.
name. I was really vigilant about sewing names into
Well, they could
everything.
unsew it and just take it.
And there was a lost property. So I used to be like a lunatic. I used to go to lost property. I thought, I'm determined to find these things because I'm not buying another one. But yeah, if you didn't wear your blazer, you used to get into trouble at school. Not you personally, but everybody.
Yeah.
And there was also an incident which I thought was really unnecessarily strict. Do you remember when you took a photograph of a friend and
She didn't even care.
She didn't care. She was eating
a muffin.
And he took a photograph because in those days I think you'd only, it was quite new to have.
We also weren't really allowed our phones, which might.
Oh no, you used to have to hand the phone in.
We had to give our phones in at the
in the
beginning
morning.
of the day.
But I think that's like what's happening nowadays because there's so many kids on their phones. But they were very strict about it, and
yeah, what actually happened with that? They like called you about it.
They called me and made a whole big deal out of it that you'd taken a photograph and you'd put it on Facebook.
Did I?
Yeah. And
well, she didn't care.
She didn't care, and she was a friend of yours, so she really didn't care. And I remember I had to phone up the mum, and I said, I'm so sorry, and I hope everything's all right.
We get cancelled now for this.
For what? For the photograph?
No, I'm joking.
Oh.
Maybe.
It was so dramatic, so ridiculous. So yeah, the school, I mean, he never did anything really bad, but those sort of things stick in your mind. Yeah, he didn't really do anything bad. He was mostly a good boy.
Writing a thread now, please no.
I didn't take those things seriously. I thought, ugh, they're just being, nothing better to do.
What was George's first word?
Oh God, can I remember? Actually, George, can I tell what happened with you when you were little?
I don't know what you were saying. I don't know. This is the problem, we can't discuss things.
You know what I'm talking about?
I think I know. Where I had to like go somewhere for something.
Yeah, can I talk about that?
I guess it's like...
not anything to be ashamed of. So when he was little, he got his letters a bit muddled, and he used to... he couldn't say a lot of letters, and so when he started talking, everything was coming out a bit wrong. And we still
What's like an example?
I'll give an example because I always...
Well, I know an example. I'm just prompting you for the story. Sake of the story.
Oh, I always say it, still now.
Yes.
Because George could never say S. He couldn't pronounce S. And he used to say it was Yunny instead of Sunny. So I still say it's Yunny. And he used to say, can we go to the Wheat Wop? Because he couldn't say sweet shop. It was quite cute. So yeah, he had to have some speech therapy for not that long actually.
It's okay guys, it's normal. Yeah. It's normal.
It's not, it wasn't for long. And it was quite funny because the girl that he went to, she was very nice, really nice lady, girl, she was quite young. And he went, I don't know, for maybe 9 months or something.
How old was I?
You will have been 2 or 3 maybe, not very old. And she was very nice, and we used to go,
what?
I think I've caught something, I seriously do.
Really? Real?
Oh no. Look, I think I did, there was something.
So you felt like the bang.
Yeah, I did. I
guess you had a bite.
Ooh. Yeah, and then, yeah, she was very nice, and I used to take him, and I'd wait for him.
You didn't listen? You didn't sit in?
Did I? I don't think I did. No, I don't think I went into the session. But then we went on. I don't know.
No.
I can't remember.
I would have been interested to see how they do it.
She's
like sweet shop.
Yeah.
Sweet shop.
You couldn't say S, and you couldn't say. Those were the ones that stuck in my mind a lot. The S. But I remember going on holiday when you were about 12. We went on holiday.
No places.
In Europe.
No places.
And the speech therapist was there.
Oh.
Do you remember that?
No.
Oh, I remember. And she was staying in the same place as us. And I thought it was really cute that she got to see him talking properly.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Okay, what's next, guys? Yeah, no places. Every time I say it, everyone types no places in
No
all caps.
places.
No names.
No names.
Guys, I'm just making sure she doesn't leak stuff. I'm being very extra cautious.
Well, it was somewhere in Europe. We used to go on
It's just
holiday
in Europe, guys. We've been to Europe. Specifically, the coordinates are... Okay, whatever. Joke didn't land. I couldn't... Whatever. Whatever! Was George extroverted?
Yeah, he was as a little boy. Very much so. Yeah, but then, yeah. Yeah,
I was,
he
and
was
then I
always
wasn't.
joking and talking. He used to get into trouble for talking a lot. That's right.
Yeah, I got in trouble at school a lot for talking.
Yeah, for talking.
I don't even know if you know. I got sent out of classes a lot. They might not have told you.
Oh,
Or maybe
really?
they did, I don't know. I get sent out of a classroom quite often
Oh.
for talking.
Yeah,
Or like
talking.
reseated into the corner or something.
Yeah, for
I used
being
to actually,
disruptive.
in one of my classes, so the classroom was normal, like a normal room, but in like the back corner there was a sink for some reason.
Oh, I remember. You used to have to face the sink.
I had to face the sink because I couldn't be trusted to talk to people or even look at them. So they put me at the sink. That's when I was like 8. That was really young.
Yeah,
so I guess I
yeah,
was like
yeah.
that.
That's a bit mean, isn't it? You could have been traumatised.
Maybe I was traumatized. You ever think about
Well, hopefully not.
that? Maybe I was. Bro's a yapper. Yeah, I was.
I'm sitting
How did you
there.
come up with the name George?
Oh God, you know what? I loved the name George, and when I was pregnant with George,
No names.
no names. I think you all know that he has a sister, no name, who is older. So I had her, and
No names. No places.
secretly, or
No
not even,
info.
not even secretly, I really wanted another girl because I don't have a sister, and I really wanted a girl, and.
Wow, it all comes out.
Did I not tell you this
I don't think
story?
I've ever heard this.
And you know what?
I didn't want you.
No, I wanted to find out before I had him if he was going to be a girl or a boy because I just wanted to be prepared and I didn't want to feel disappointed. That sounds terrible.
And then you
doesn't
were
it?
disappointed.
No, so actually, I
Wait,
found
can you hold
out.
this? I need to make sure the camera is actually
Okay.
good.
Oh yeah, let's check.
It
'cause
kinda
we
looks
could
like
be
you're off
talking and
camera,
no one
but-
can see us.
You can keep talking.
Is it okay?
Just keep talking.
So yeah, I found out before I had him that he was a boy. So actually it's quite good because then I had time to prepare and talk about names. So I just loved the name. I always loved the name. So I decided on the name quite far in advance, actually.
Oh.
So yeah, I think it's quite good. Like with his sister, I didn't know what I was having. So
No names.
No, and then it took ages to decide on a name.
If
So
I was a
actually-
girl, would I have been like Georgia or
Georgia.
Georgina?
Yeah.
I
So-
would have.
Possibly. I like the name Georgia, but I still love the name George. I really like it. We don't have any Georges.
Quite a
in the
royal
family.
name.
Yeah, it's a very English, solid name.
Did George and his sister get along?
It was variable.
I feel like at the beginning, yes, and then it became no.
She was quite bossy and he was very sweet as a little boy. And he just used to go along with whatever she wanted. And she'd dress him up and dress him up as a girl and make all these games for him. And she, it was sweet. It was nice. It was nice. Yeah, they were cool. They were good when they were little.
But not when we were older.
It's fine now. George was gorgeous as a baby. Gorgeous. I'm not just saying
baby?
it.
What about now?
He came out looking gorgeous, and he was. And he had such a lovely temperament as a baby and a little boy, and he was so placid and sweet and smiled all the time. And we used to I remember going on holiday with him when he was like 6 months old, and he just sat in his buggy and smiled at everybody and was so easygoing. So yeah, he was lovely as a little boy, a really cute little boy.
Was she supportive of your streaming career?
Yeah, but I thought it was just going to be temporary. I just thought he was just going to do it for like a little while and then he was going to get a job, a proper job.
I don't remember if I told you my plan. Do you remember what my plan was before I kind of started?
I think you were just going to do it for a few months and see how it went, weren't you? Not?
Well, my plan was, so finished university, and I think that was in like June or July or something, and I kind of wanted to make some kind of business on my own, instead of getting a conventional job. And I think I gave myself until the end of the year for something to come to fruition.
Yes.
And if it hadn't, then I would get a conventional like software engineer job.
I think we agreed with that actually, because like when you finish uni, I was like, are you going to send your CV off to companies?
Yeah.
But then you said you wanted to do it. I remember, and I remember in the January, I think that's when you first got to 100,000, and I was like, what? 100,000? I couldn't believe it. And you got the plaque from YouTube.
Yeah.
I was like, this is incredible. I was like blown away, and then it all just took off, and then we went into lockdown.
Yeah. But I guess like doing YouTube wasn't actually kind of like, I guess, a business plan. I wasn't thinking of it like that.
I know you had a few other ideas.
Yeah, I had other ideas, but then the YouTube thing just kind of like, I mean, I'd always done. Oh,
there's some bubbles.
No, because I'd made YouTube videos like since I was so small.
Yeah.
So I'd always been making YouTube videos, just not successfully. And I didn't really care. I wasn't trying to get a lot of views. I was just making it because it was fun.
And also, you used to like filming things.
No names.
No, we used to film. Our dog.
Yeah, I made a movie and I put it onto a DVD.
Yeah, we used to really like things like that.
I just like kind of cameras and video stuff and editing. And,
yeah.
The YouTube thing was just kind of honestly kind of an accident. I didn't really plan for it to go well, and then it did, and then I was like, wait, I don't need a job now. This is my job. Exactly. I think it's when I first started making like a good amount of money. The first time I got like a good paycheck from YouTube, and I was like, wait. I think I told you. I think I showed you the very first paycheck.
I was like, what?
And I was like, that's kind of a lot of money. And it was quite early on.
Yeah.
And I was like, wait, like this is actually, I don't think I need a job anymore. I just need to do this. And then I guess the rest is history.
Oh, can I tell the story of when you were little about going to parties?
Like the cake thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
When George was little, I mean, he was quite clingy and a bit of a mummy's boy. And I'm talking about like when he was like, actually up to maybe 5 or even 6.
Okay.
5,
Let's keep making
maybe.
it 5. Let's say 4.
5.
Let's say
4 or 5. He'd get invited to parties from kids from school, and he didn't want to go on his own, and he'd get really upset and say he didn't want to go. And so I'd say, well, why don't you want to go? And he used to say, because they're going to have a Barbie cake and it's going to have jam. And that's why he didn't want to go. That was his reason he gave me. So I used to have to go.
What if the cake was Barbie themed, and what if it had jam? That'd be terrible.
That was his pathetic excuse. And so I ended up.
I wonder if that really was my excuse, or it was just like I just didn't want to
think
go.
you were just scared to go, and you used to give that excuse. And we used to tease.
To be fair,
him.
I don't think I liked jam on cakes.
No,
it was a common thing that people had jams on cake.
Yeah, so he used to say that. So I used to have to go to all the parties with him and sit with him. Not with him, but just be there. Because he didn't want to go to the parties on his own, and a lot of the girls' parties he didn't want to, because they had
a lot of girlfriends, friends that were girls.
Well, he had a lot of friends that were girls. He went to a mixed school, so yeah, he was friends with a lot of the girls.
All right, guys. Well, that was a fun little 2-hour MumNotFound podcast. If you will.
It's been fun, everyone. I hope you enjoyed it. We'll be back for something else. To learn at some point.
Yeah. All right. Virtual hug. Do you want to do a virtual hug? Do you know what that is? Have you ever seen? No. Have you ever seen me do a virtual hug?
No.
I don't even know how this happened. It's been a thing for years. A virtual hug. I think people asked me, they like wanted me to hug them, which is kind of what you just did. Yeah. And then like for some reason I decided to just like go like this.
Ah. Okay. Like that?
No, you have to come closer.
Okay.
And go like that. It's just like, I don't know, it's like that. Like
I just trod on something. I think I trod on, do you know what? I really just trod on that. I could have trodden on the
don't do
the
that.
hook.
Oh, you had a
Here's one
MumNotFound
for me
hug.
too. I'm really hot and sweaty. My legs are all disgusting.
Alright guys, well,
bye guys.
thanks for coming. And
Take your hat off and then they can see your face better.
My hair's gonna look stupid. Probably.
Oh my god, that's a bad look. Put it back on. I wore this hat the other night because it was raining.
Yeah.
And he was laughing at me in it.
Yeah, she looked really stupid. Should I show the picture?
No, don't show them the picture.
It's not the best picture.
It's terrible.
Okay, I won't show it.
No.
But like,
terrible.
I think my head's bigger than yours, so it kind of looks like
it
looked ridiculous. For you.
Ridiculous.
Okay, well, goodbye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye bye.